After his wife Tony passed away suddenly, Gerry Turner, the first golden bachelor, is searching for his second true love. In high school, Gerry and Tony became sweethearts, but when they first met, he really wanted to ask out her best friend. However, Gerry, 72, tells PPL in this week's issue that the best friend had absolutely no interest in me. I recall talking to Tony about her best friend while we were standing there. I suddenly had the thought, well, what the heck? This woman seems like a really pleasant and engaging conversationalist. Tony and Gerry went on a date after Gerry's. They attended a dance at the YMCA during their sophomore year. The big deal every Friday in Ottumwa, Iowa, where I lived, was a dance at the YMCA. There'd be a band and so forth, he recalls. So I proposed to Tony at a dance at the YMCA for the first time. For the next 4 or 5 years, we dated pretty much every other week. After finally getting married in 1972, they welcomed Jenny and Angie into their family. Gerry coached his daughter's softball teams and took them to college, sharing his love of sports. He played basketball in high school and college and baseball as a child. Snowboarding. He also recalls Mississippi River boat rides with his family. That was a lot of fun, the former restaurateur remarked. We all had small children and belonged to a close-knit group of boating friends. We would simply attach a line to their life jacket, attach the line to the boat, and toss them over. They had an amazing time. Eventually, Jenny gave birth to her own children, Charlie and Peyton, who are now 16 and 21, respectively. Tony becoming a grandmother is mentioned by Gerry as being huge, more so for her than for him. Suddenly, she was buying baby clothes once more and attempting to figure out how we could may involve long weekends or prolonged stays watching the grandchildren, among other things. Following her retirement from a regional hospital where she worked as a volunteer coordinator, Tony and Gerry intended to purchase a lake house and live out their golden years there. However, Tony passed away a few weeks after closing on the Indiana house due to a bacterial infection. Gerry claims she was cheated out of her retirement and fun period because she had worked her entire life to get to that point. It was the thing that disturbed me the most. Gerry needed to move past his suffering. I sold the first lake house we bought together as soon as a comparable house on the lake became available because I couldn't bear the memories of her being there, or more accurately, not being there. I left that house in order to avoid having to deal with those memories. Now, Gerry still pays tribute to Tony in small ways throughout the year, but he and his daughters stopped to discuss what Tony's life might be like now on July 1st anniversary of her passing. On her death anniversary, Jenny, Angie, and I, Gerry claims that they would constantly converse about things like, this is what she would be interested in, or if she were here, this is what she would be doing today. In addition, his family honors Tony on Christmas by attempting to make her favorite treat. She was really good at making cinnamon balls at Christmas. I know it sounds silly, Gerry remarks. She would occupy hours. They were very tasty. So my girlfriend and I have decided that we will make cinnamon balls for Christmas, regardless of what else we do. She cherished Christmas, spending time decorating and doing all the fun things. Gerry took a few years to get back into the dating scene, but with his family's help, he's hoping to find a lifelong partner. He claims that fate works in strange ways. This is most likely among the most peculiar, but a solution was found.